Ladies and gentlemen, Cubs, this is your cozy captain speaking. Welcome to your happy Friday destination. Snacks will be provided. There will be meals. There will be cozy. There will be the occasional chaos. But more importantly, there will be good vibes. Move your tray tables to the upright and ready position and prepare for landing. All right, chat. Welcome in. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Before we begin, can I get a cup check? Cup check. 1, 2. Hello. Chat, welcome in. It is good to see everybody. Happy Friday. And thank you so much for joining us here in this cozy little atmosphere we call the Cub House. Whether this is your first time here, you've been here once, twice, maybe you've been here and you've got yourself a little stream streak on your hands. To that I say thank you. And welcome in. It is good to see you all. It is good to hang out today. Welcome. It is Friday. So whether you had the best week of your life or this week is giving you a little bit of, it's giving you a little bit of lip. It's giving you a little bit of smack talk. Well, you won in the end. You made it. You made it to Friday. And that is a good thing. That is worth celebrating. So, I to that I say, chat, I say give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself a pat on the back. Maybe do as I like to do and wrap yourself in your favorite hoodie. Whatever it is that makes you feel good, makes you feel accomplished, because you did that. And to that I say, I'm proud of you. Truly. So welcome to Friday. It's going to be a very fun and exciting weekend of cozy experiences and some perfection chasing. We are going to be chasing perfection this weekend. But today is all about those sweet indies. And I have been trying to figure out what to play, chat. I've been trying to figure out what to play. What should we dive into today? I also been thinking about our art stream that we did, and it was a lot of fun. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all found it to be exciting, as exciting as I found it to be. I really enjoyed it. I had a great time, really. And be on the lookout for more of those. We're gonna do more. Hopefully, it'll become a weekly thing where we can do art streams potentially on Wednesdays. I think I would just love to mix it up. As far as the VOD, we do still need to get the VOD up. So I will work on that. Don't you worry. I will work on that at some point in the future. Probably today. We'll get that VOD up this weekend. Legos was much needed, calm, cozy. It was nice. I had a good time. I enjoyed it. I hope it brought you a little bit of it brought you a little bit of comfort, a little bit of whimsy. As much as it brought me, I definitely had a good time with it. Okay. But yeah, chat, today is, I really want to get, we're already at the end of June and we have barely started our indie days of summer. I have been slacking, and much of that has come from my indecision to pick a theme. And so, in speaking to someone that is much wiser than myself, I think we've decided that we're just going to go with the flow. But the only thing that matters, the most important thing, gosh, I forgot what I was thinking. I had a thought. Oh yeah. Okay. I think the most important thing is that when it really comes down to it, that this summer is a celebration of indies, indie games, indie experiences, and there are a lot of them. There are almost too many of them. But that's all right. That is all right. Let me say my hellos as well. I can't seem to get the chat to work on my normal monitor. And so I'm going to be looking up. And just know that when I look up today, chat, I'm looking up at you and all your beautiful faces. And so, Katsu, good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome. Virgo, good to see you. Plummy, good to see you as well. Squid, hello. It's good to see you. Mag, it's good to see you as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mag, I think you were the one that gave me the idea for decorating the tote bag, right? If that was you, thank you for that. I did in fact buy the tote bag. So that'll be an art stream coming up soon. We will be coloring it with beautiful, colorful markers, as you might expect. Yeah, I'm sure you didn't see that coming. Chat, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? But we will be decorating our Ginger Island tote as an upcoming art stream. So that'll be fun. I'm excited for that. And I just hope that in the end I won't come to regret that decision. But we'll see. We're gonna do it anyway. But yes, Mag, it's good to see you. Let's see. Who else did I miss anyone? Angie, it's good to see you as well. Meg, hello, it's good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for being here. So good to see you. Oh man, all the Cubs today. Good to see you. Salve, it's good to see you as well. Humley, hello, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you're having a great, wonderful Friday. Good to see you. Good to see you. Star, it's good to see you as well. I know you say you had to head out, but it was good to see you. And maybe you're seeing this in the future. What's it like? Angie, good to see you. Good to see you. RJ, good to see you as well. Thanks so much for being here. And anyone that I may have missed, Guru as well. Good to see you. Good to see you. Snipers, good to see you as well. Thank you. Thank you. Red's good to see you. Holy moly. Red, what are you doing here? So many friendly faces today. God, thanks for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Okay. What was I going to say? I don't remember. But I'm excited. There's an indie game that we tried recently that I'm excited by, and I was kind of going back and forth as to whether or not we were going to play this game as as a solo sort of playthrough over on the YouTube side, or if we were going to experience this together. But we already kind of experienced a bit of the demo, and so I figured, you know what? Let's do it. Let's share this experience together as a community. And I think this is one game that will stick with us, and I think it fits very well with what is very exciting about indie games, and that's just the beautiful magic that these stories, both big and small, have the ability to tell. And so, like we talked about before, Indie Days of Summer, it's a celebration of indie games that I have yet to play, indie games that have been in my wish list for forever, that I simply have not gotten to, indie games that you suggest, indie games that you swear by, indie games that you love, and really all the beautiful things that make indie games great. And so that is really what this whole summer is a celebration of, and so I'm excited to share that with you. And what better game to really get our indie days of summer going than a No Signal? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Chat, would it really be a stream if something didn't try to sabotage me? Would it really be a stream? I don't think so. Shameful. Truly shameful. But you know what? That's all right, chat. That's all right. Let's just pretend for a second that is exactly how I wanted this whole thing to go. Let me see. I don't even know. I think this is it. Boop. Cool. Oh, that's great. Seems like a spooky game. It's my worst nightmare. Technical difficulties, the game. No, seriously. That really stresses me out. No, but what better game to dive into than a game that recently came out? A game that I have talked about for a while. A game that has excited me with each and every trailer. Oh, please work this time. That game, none other than Deer and Boy. Tat, we're going to be diving into this game. We played the demo for this game last week, and it did something to me. It excited me with its magic and its whimsy and its potential, possibly somewhat inevitable heartbreak that lies in the wake of this story. But it tells the story of a deer and a boy Imagine that. And sometimes it is within the simplest of titles that we find the most complex stories and the most beautiful magic. And so I'm excited to share this experience with you. I hope that you'll join me. I hope that you brought the snacks. I heard there were snacks. I heard snacks were promised. I brought coffee. Hello, say hello to my Stardew Valley mug. Every time I drink out of this mug, I feel a sense of whimsy. I feel a sense of magic. I feel the overwhelming, crippling debt that owning a farm causes to one. And yeah, that debt hits heavy. What a life. Anyway, chat, jokes aside, chaos aside, I'm excited to dive into a little bit of a story. I hope you're excited too. This makes me incredibly nervous. We have honey jars, Teddy Graham crackers, and PB&J sandwiches available. Nice. I love a good PB&J. And Teddy Grahams? Oh man, the cinnamon ones. Cinnamon ones were amazing. I think I liked there was like a cookies and cream one that I think was my absolute favorite. That was whenever mom brought back a box of Teddy Grahams and they were those, I knew life was going to be good for that day. Yeah. As an Australian, I don't know if I've ever had a PB&J. Oh, Mag, you gotta get on that. You gotta get on that. That is it's not something that can easily be explained, you know, and perhaps you'll try it and you might not like it. Maybe you'll love it. And that is the most exciting part. The PB&J experience. The cinnamon ones are amazing. They really are. Got grilled apples and cheese Sammy's coming up. Oh, let's go. Let's go. It might be the perfect food. Also has a lot of variations. Yeah, you know, that's what PB&J is really, there's so many different things you could do with it. So many different things you could add to it. You could just go the traditional PB&J route. There's different types of peanut butter you could use. There's different types of jellies, jams, preserves. You could throw honey in there. You could not use jelly at all and just use peanut butter. You could do chocolate. You could throw graham crackers in there. You could throw bananas. You could, you know, all of these I'd like to think are different variations of the classic PB&J, but still all the same amazing. PB&J. Make it your own. All right, chat, let's begin. Let's just begin. I've had too much coffee today. As you can tell. Oh, chat, I'm excited, but I'm nervous. This game just came out and it's it gives me Neva vibes, Grease vibes. It gives me Journey vibes. Like a game that is gonna stick with you, you know, or at least that's the hope. Oh, category. Oh boy, I love when it does this. It like sometimes it doesn't let me tab out. Let me just do it really quick. Okay. All right, we're good. Sometimes it doesn't let me tab out. Before we begin, let's crank that volume all the way up. All the way. And that is about the only amount of control that it seems to give us. I feel like this is good. I don't want it to be too dark, but that is obviously too bright. Maybe that. Yeah, that might be good. All right, chat. Let's begin. Now, I don't know if it's going to start us back where we started in the demo, but clearly not. Oh, I love it already. Go on an adventure. Oh, I love it. Okay. Chat, let me know if there's anything that you think should be changed. Is the volume good? Are we comfortable? Do we have blankets? Are we feeling the whimsy? Look at this cute little street, though. Oh, look at this. I remember being a kid and sometimes being out late at night in my little neighborhood and just thinking, man, the world is so quiet, so peaceful. Feel like you got it all to yourself for just a moment. It's moments like that where I'm reminded I'm a cat person. Oh, shoot. I thought he was going to turn. Here we go. Okay. Wait, hold on. Chat, I just came up with a title. This. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Ignore me. Ignore me, chat. Oh, wait. So we're going out the window. Look at us being all adventurous. Oh, we got a little flashlight too. Look at us. We're so resourceful. Oh. Yep, this game is definitely going to be a tearjerker. I already feel it. So I wonder who that is. If that's, I thought it was his dad for a second. One thing I will say too is it's very easy to overlook some of these aspects of games, but these are the things that for some reason just catch my eye. The way that this game is it's like rendered in a 3D space, but you're moving 2D, similarly to games like Limbo and Inside and even Grease and Neva, you know, games that I've come to really enjoy. But this game seems to do something a little different. Like the way that you move sideways, but then you suddenly move in this sort of three-dimensional space, and then the camera gets closer and closer to the sign. I don't know. I don't know why that is very cool. I love that. So it looks like we're gonna have to wait. Nope. Well, there goes our flawless run. Oh gosh. I knew I should have waited. Here we go. All right. That was nerve-wracking. I wonder how we're supposed to get past here with one that's just looking straight. Do we climb? Oh, we can. There we go. Oh, look at those shadows. Yes, go the other way. Yes, just ignore us. Still don't know where we're going, but... Oh. Oh, there's the deer. Wait, come back. Wait, don't leave us. We would like to be friends. We want friend. Oh, that's so cool. See, it does this weird thing where like occasionally it'll go into, I don't know what you call it, like a 3D space. I don't know. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but I love these kinds of games. You think he's running away from home? Little deer. Oh. You stay over there. I'm gonna stay over here. Oh, he's hungry. But he took the food. Wow, so I think we are running away. We're just a runaway cub. I love it already. I love it. How did the deer follow us? Can we go this way? Oh, look at all the light and the colors. Oh, I love it. And we can still jump. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, maybe it did follow the bus. Maybe little deer got in our backpack. Became a little backpack passenger. Ooh, a local diner. Oh, so we definitely did run away. Nope, absolutely not. We're out of here. No, sir, I'm not paying for your coffee. Absolutely not. Now we're on the run. We're on the lam. I feel like it's going to be much harder to sneak around in broad daylight. All right, don't let yourself get spotted. I see. The parkour. Oh boy. Yeah, we are pretty good at it. We're a very agile child. I would assume we're probably no more than like 10 years old. Oh no. I didn't see that one. Don't mind us, just hanging out. I feel like he's gonna turn around. Ooh. That was close. We also have the loudest shoes ever. Look at these. Look at these tap shoes. Oh my goodness. We're not sneaking past anything. Oh no. Sir, I'm going to need you to pick it up. I'm going to go back the other way. Now, where does he go? Yes, perfect. Ooh, that was stressful. Ah, back outside in the fresh air. Freedom. Thank goodness the trash broke our fall. Thanks, trash. Here we go. Chasing after our dear friend. I'm sure you see what I did there. Gets up and runs. The miraculous things that us as children were able to just walk off. Whereas like now I stub my toe and I think about calling out of work. I say, I've never experienced a pain like this before. I can't come in. True story. But back then, I could fall off a 3-story building and still be in time for breakfast. And now, I don't know, you reach your 30s and suddenly your body's made out of glass. Can't even look at it the wrong way. Look at that waterfall, though. That's kind of nice. I don't care how many times I've seen it before. A waterfall will always be the purest form of magic to me. Like, how did that get there? I don't know. I find myself overly fascinated with waterfalls. Can't go that way. Can I go this way? Oh. Oh, look at us. I look at something and my back hurts. It's a sad truth. Oops. Oh, there it is. It found food for us. No, don't leave. I want to be friends. This game really is triggering my deep abandonment issues. And down we go. Oh no, we can't get up there. Oh, here we go. You mean the log that I completely jumped over? How do I push it? Here we go. Yes, little log. Do your duty. right, here we go. Oh, look at this area. Oh, it's so whimsical. I love it. Little dear, can you please come back? We just want to be friends. I would also like a bite of that apple. Sharing is caring. I shared my granola bar with you earlier. It's the least thing you could do. Look at this. Another waterfall. Oh. Oh, I love it. Artistically, this game looks fantastic. It looks fantastic. Chat, 1 second. 1 second. I'm going to turn off alerts just for while we're knee deep in this game. Daff, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. So if I do miss an alert, chat, I do apologize. I just want to fully lock into this here experience. We're chasing a deer, and this is serious business. This is serious work here. And so, but we'll turn it back on after. Actually, no, I'll use this time to take a little bit of a break. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Hopefully I didn't. Maybe he's leading you somewhere. Yeah, into a trap. Gorgeous glimmer. I do like the shimmer and the shine of this game. I don't know. I love a good art style. It really doesn't matter what it is. I just find that I don't know. I just love to take a minute to appreciate areas of games that I know, especially in indie games, like areas in indie games that I know took a lot of work to make. I can't imagine how much time is spent on some of these areas that we kind of just walk right by. And I don't know. I always try to take a minute to appreciate whether it's like the leaves falling or it's the deep, vibrant colors or it's, the waterfalls, the glimmer of the water, the way the water flows. I know waters, I've heard is a very challenging thing to get right in games. It's because how do you develop water? I don't know. I love like big set pieces that games do. It's like, it reminds me of like Breath of the Wild when you start that game for the first time and you walk out into the cliffs and you look over everything. Like you gotta just take it in. Like it's just such a beautiful opening to your grand adventure. And like you can go anywhere at any point. And like, I don't know. I always think that looks really like stuff like that. So it looks really cool. And games, there's a lot of games out there that do like the grand sort of, grand wide open shot sort of thing. I always try to take stock in those because they're really hard to do. It looks very pretty. Reminds me of the Planet of Lana games. Yeah, Dav. Oh my gosh, that's so true. I did not finish. I started Planet of Lana and I have been wanting to play. I've been wanting to get back into it because I want to play Planet of Lana 2. And I think Planet of Lana and Planet of Lana 2 are both on sale on Steam. So that's like very high on my list. I loved the visual style of Planet of Lana. So during our summer of indies, we are definitely going to be playing Planet of Lana 1 and 2. I don't know. Maybe we'll play it next. Who knows? Little dear, please join us. Please be our friend. We have more snacks. You like snacks, right? Oh, it's a bigger deer. Like, look at this. Ooh, I love it. So many colors. Wait, do they know each other? Oh, look at the water. Yes, well done, well done. It sounds like water. Very nice. Well, mommy dear. Mommy dearest. Yeah, we mentioned, I don't know, I'm going to stop a lot in this game because I'm kind of obsessed with their play, the developers' use of foreground and background. Like, we're obviously in the foreground, but from this perspective, it almost feels like the deer were the foreground and we're the background based on what, you know what I mean? Like, based on what the scene is highlighting and the light rays on the deer, and we're just watching them from the background. It's such a beautifully clever use of space. And again, this game is 2D for the most part, but we find ourselves moving in a lot of diagonal spaces. And I just find that to be very, very, like, again, back to 2D. But then over here, we're in 3D, I guess, diagonal. We're moving from the foreground to the background to then become the background to the foreground. It's very, okay, I'm going to stop. But it's a very, I find it to be very, it's just very cool. I like it. Yes, this water passes the test. This does too. Sound like water. Oh, we got a map. This is my worst nightmare. Being lost in the woods. All right. Danger. Oh no. Oh, poor little mom deer. Why do I feel like this is going to be a story about how humans are the real villains? Poor little rip to mom dear. Rip to mommy dearest. Witness a tragic separation. Don't worry, we'll come help you. If you'd stop running away from us. But I also understand. Humans are the worst. I love how the color changes from what we just saw, where it felt like it was full of life and hope, and now it's this like muted gray color. Oh, look at us. Make a little fire. Oh no. This is the worst day ever. We got friend. We got friend. Oh, he's in her backpack. I love this game. Oh my gosh, we got a friend. We got a friend. Oh, look at us. Look at us running around our backpack. Oh, yes, sir. Look at us. Oh, we're the dynamic duo now. Nothing can stop us. Well, we should probably take these apples, though. All right, I guess we're leaving the apples. But now here we go. We got friend. Yes, just a couple of friends out on an adventure. Look at his little head bounce. Yes, move over, Wally. There's a new whimsy in town. Yes, don't worry, friend. We protect. Ugh. A sludge. A swamp. Yes, look at us. Look at us. Oh no, how do I get up? Wait, how do we get up here? I can't very well climb when we have our little deer friend. Hold on, let me see. Maybe I was supposed to go... Nope, can't go that way. So it seems like this really is the way we're supposed to go. This is odd. That's very odd. I don't want to go back in the sludge. Okay. So you can put the deer down. Okay. And then pick the deer back up. And then put the deer back down. Okay. Cool. I was like, there's got to be a way to take off our backpack. And now we can grab this little thing here. Yes, Mr. Deer. This should help us. This should be nice. Okay. Right this way. He's just a little tiny deer. He's just so small. Oh man, we are deep in the woods. Holy moly. Oh. Wait, no, we can help. I know we're coming. Poor little guy. Poor little deer. Hold on. Oh, this is what happens when you wear tap shoes to a grand adventure. Come on, buddy. Here we go. Oh, how are you even going to get to that? To the bag? Oh, that feels like a terrible idea. All right. Oh, there we go. It's probably super slippery out here too. Oh, I love that we can give little pets too. Oh, I love it. Look at us. We're just a couple of friends. Nothing to see here. Just having a moment out in the rain. Yeah, we friend. We friend. Look at this. More beautiful set pieces. Oh, look at this. Look at this water. Oh, beautiful. So we can't jump while we have this. So we have to, I think we might have to leave our little guy there. Yes, here we go. Can I push this? There we go. We're so smart. We're so smart. Yep, don't mind us. Don't mind us. Wait, how do I... Oh, do I have to pull? Maybe I have to pull from the other side. Yes, look at us. Oh, I see. I see. These are a little friend way down the little platform there. Just gonna move on over here. Yeah, I guess how do we... Oh, I see. Perfect. Yes, little friend, join us. And our journey continues. A little boar stuck. I don't know if we can go, if we're supposed to get near it. Definitely not. Interesting. So, how do we free our little friend here? Maybe we're supposed to... Can't get closer. Or maybe we could climb the rope. Yeah, for some reason, only lets me like pull whatever this thing is. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see this. Jeez Louise. I was so focused on the little... Oh gosh. It was right in front of me. We'll just have to take a little detour around. Don't worry, little deer, we're coming. We're gonna come back. There we go. What am I supposed to do? Oh, there we go. You're very welcome. We're out here just saving all the forest creatures. Oh no. It's a super giant warthog. Yeah, he's definitely going to destroy the entire town. What's this random goo? Dark matter. What is this, Stranger Things? Or we're just going to keep on going. Really just walked right through it, huh? We had to know just how bad is it? You know, it's like when you're a kid and your relative cooks something on the stove and they say don't touch it, it's hot, and you just have to know just how hot. Just how hot is it when you touch it and it burns your hand really badly, and you realize they weren't lying. I don't think we're gonna make it I don't think we're going to make it all the way across. I mean, maybe we could. It's just we move slower. We move slower with the little deer. Yeah, that's super close. I don't know how much longer we could take of the sludge. I don't know about you. I'm not messing around with this stuff. I would go the other way. I'm going back home. I no longer have a desire to explore this area. But now I feel like we're too far into it, you know? Now we have to. Let's see what's over here. Oh, that was almost bad. Yeah, there's no way we could have made it across. I know, buddy. I know. We're gonna get ya. I don't know how much farther I can go without leaving my little deer friend behind. Oh, I see. Can I push it? I don't think I can push it. But it should offer us just enough to be able to get over now. Actually, I probably could just go back this way. All right. It's going to be a little close. All right. A nefarious plot is afoot. Look at that giant thing. Well, this is what we get for helping. So, does he never stop looking this way? Can we take one of these? So like a barrel or something? There's got to be something, right? Where is it? You know, there's definitely got to be something. I don't think it would be that far, though. Oh, maybe. Oh, look, we can go underneath. So I wonder if once there, are we supposed to go back up and then... Nope. Nope. Can't do that. Can't do that. Yeah, we're going to have to just do it slow and steady. Yeah, he really just got big and just completely forgot about all the times that we helped and all the things that we did. Hey, excuse me, sir. We saved your life. Kind of. Sort of. Yeah, moving pretty slow in the sludge here. Pretty slow. Don't mind us, just sneaking by. Yeah, this little guy is on a rampage. Man, lots of sneaking. Okay. All right. Hopefully that was the last of that for a bit. Nope, of course it wasn't. Of course it wasn't. Why would it be? Oh, am I supposed to just fall down? Oh no. Oof. We barely. I thought I was supposed to climb there. Oh, chat, we need a little hydration break. Tater Tot, thank you so much for hanging out with us, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. I have an early trip to the Cotswolds tomorrow. Oh, have a great trip. Yeah. And what else did I miss, chat? Sorry if I missed Eddie. That says stuff from Zelda game I'm playing. Yeah. This is a cool game though. I really do enjoy it. I think it's fun. It's got a lot of it started off with a lot of whimsy, and I think we're going to get back to the whimsy stuff. We're in the more intense part of the game where we're having to do a little bit of sneak and stealthy stuff, but it's been fun. It's a beautiful cozy village in England. Oh yeah, take lots of pictures. I would love to see it. I like this a lot. Reminds me of an old Scooby-Doo game I played as a kid. Wait, which one? I feel like I might have played that same game. Okay. Yeah, we're going to continue, chat. I just wanted to make sure I checked in with the Cubs. And Katie, thank you so much for the 7-stream streak. And it's good to see you as well. I hope your Friday is going splendidly. Thank you so much. Chat, how are we doing? Are we doing okay? Are we hanging in there? I'm like kind of wrapped in, I'm fully locked into this story. It's pretty cool. Okay. He had sneaky shoes, I think. I couldn't remember the title, but it was my cousin. Oh, it was my cousin's console. When I had a blast. I think I know which game you're talking about too. I think so. Yeah, I could have sworn. Hold on, that I turned the alerts off. Oh, maybe I didn't. I didn't turn them off for the right one. Ripperonis. And Tater with Sadness, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Thank you. All right. All right. I think we're good. Okay. So far, so good. All right. I'm catching up on folding my laundry while listening. Hopefully laundry's going well. Okay. Oh no, I was supposed to rip from the other side. I wonder if I'm going to be able to get back over there. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. Yeah. Become completely infected by dark matter. Yeah, I think I was supposed to... I didn't even see this side. I was supposed to get this side first. Kind of messed up there for a second. There we go. Okay, so now we can do this. And narrowly make it through. All right, here we go. All right. So this should give us just enough to get up and over. Supportive pets. Ugh, just stepping through the goo. Oh man, now where are we? Still trying to hide away from Mr. Giant Warthog here. You know, the irony is that I had a feeling it was going to turn around. Oh, so maybe... I don't think I'm supposed to pull that. Maybe I'm supposed to just climb. Nope. Can't just climb. Maybe I can just climb over. That's weird, because as soon as I open this, he looks over. That is not great. So I wonder if I leave my little guy here and then I can jump up. And then we go around, and then... Wait, really? That seems a little unfair. Wait, maybe I shouldn't put my old dear friend right there. Maybe a little bit further away. Yeah, I can't do this one yet. I think there's something else we're supposed to do before. Can't go that way. Okay, so we can escape. Oh, close one. Just knocking over trucks like it's nothing. We're booking it. We're booking it. All right, hopefully this little guy has found something else to go bother. Hopefully. We got a little bike now. Well, that's not great. Rudolph, is that you? We're definitely going to name our little dear Rudy. That's his name now. Good job, Rudy. Can we still bike? No, of course not. That would be ridiculous. Look at us just skipping along. Oh my gosh, how far are we walking? All right, we're clearly going after something because he's pulled out the map a few times, but not sure where we're headed just yet. I feel like we might not even find out till the very end. And here we are, alone again. Our greatest fear. It's a beautiful night, though. Oh, I love that they have like fireflies in the foreground, too. Well, that's kind of cool. In this economy, I think we all need a nap. Goodness me. Yeah, it was a stressful part. That was a stressful part of the game. Why did the deer leave? I think the deer found a new family, a new family of deer. I don't know how that works. You just leave one family and you just adopt a new one. I guess in some ways that's kind of like real life, isn't it? But we got through the little gloomy section, the sludge, and the giant deer or the giant warthog. And now we are trying to figure out where to go next, all on our lonesome. But yeah, at least he's with someone. At least he has friends now. I hope he comes back though. 'Cause that would be we just gave him a temporary name. He did come back. Yay. Well, isn't that beautiful? Together again. Oh, come on, Rudy. This way. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Yes, Rudy, join us. Off into the night sky. We leapt. There you go. Oh, come on, buddy. Let's go. Oh, it's such a beautiful game. A field of fireflies. How beautiful. I want to see the field. I want to see the field. Look at this. Again, areas in this game you might just run right through. But are some of the most beautiful moments that a game could offer. I've never run through a field of fireflies, but I would imagine it's magical. Can I push these? No? You can climb up though. Katie, thanks so much for the lurk and the stretch. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Chad, this game it's pretty darn cozy. I mean, when it's not like stressing you out, you know? And thank you so much for the hydration, extra care. Thank you, thank you. Can we just go up from here? Oh, there you go. Yes, friend. Yes. Beautiful. I guess we don't need to go up here anymore. We can just go this way. What is that? Oh, so it just like won't let me continue. Well, I opened the door for you. Which way do we go? It certainly won't let me push the door. Maybe I can... Maybe if we take these. Wait, how do I... No. This way. Yes, and then you go through the hole. Wait, I go through. Maybe he follows? There we go. All right, now we can go. Holy moly, I was like, I thought it was a glitch for a second. Oh, so this is where we can start to get Rudy to do little things to help us. Guide the deer for the first time. Okay. One more time. Oh, I guess we can just get there for ourselves. And our journey continues out into the open world, the open fields. Even the bridges are beautiful. Look at this. Look at the glimmer of light from the moon. We're just a couple of deer out on the road. Oh, are we gonna catch a train? All right, I guess we're just gonna wait now. Nice. Oh, little dear. What a beautiful start. What a beautiful start to this game.
Hi, hi.
I still have no idea where we're going, but I'm loving the journey so far. Such a cute little deer. Such a cute little deer. Wait, hold on, chat. 1 second. I need to... Okay. Katie, I will have to refund your voice change for another time. Cannot seem to get it to work right now. But we will, either myself or one of the mods will be sure to refund that for you. Work finally calmed down. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Hopefully it hasn't been too crazy. I know it's Friday. Hopefully you never want a busy Friday. Best friends forever. Yeah. I love the bond between these two though. I know it's such a funny little name for the title of this game, Deer and Boy. But maybe the names of the characters aren't as important. I don't know. I guess we won't really know. We won't really know how they came to the decision that that should be the name of this game until maybe, you know, closer towards the end, but our journey continues onward. Oh, I probably should have moved this one too. Just a little bit. Let's see. Such a good little deer. Okay, so this is the part that they gave us during the this is the part that they gave us during the demo. So we kind of just try to get through this little part, which I guess was probably more or less just the second level. All right, here we go. All right, so now, actually, yeah, hop on. I do remember this part a little bit. Oh, you know what? Maybe he gets on, and then we do the button. There we go. And then he grabs this for us. That seems to make a bit more sense. I think there was a bit of sneaking that we had to do here too. Yes, no one can hear us. Don't worry. Just us in our tap dancing shoes. Actually, is there anything here that we can have our little guy interact with? Nothing? Okay. What about here? Nothing. All right, so let's see. Oh yeah, this is the. Oh yeah, we gotta hide in here. Yeah, I forgot about this. So we'll have our little guy over here. Nothing to see here, just your typical alarm. I did not mean to jump there. Holy moly. Of all the things.
Hey.
Great little tag team duo we are.
Huh? Hmm?
Wow, I can't believe he actually saw me.
Hey.
Huh?
Hey.
Beautiful stuff.
Hey. Huh?
Oh, we love teamwork. We love it. All right, Chad, give me 1 second. I'm going to take a little stretch break and then we'll get right back to it. But in the meantime, grab a snack or hydrate, all that good stuff. I need to get a little stretch going. But I will be right back in just a moment. We never use a BRB screen. I don't know. Let me know what you think about it. Do we need it? I guess it's nice. I'll be right back. Oh, here we go. Forgot. I have to give a little boost here. Yes, push the button, please. Push the button, please. Feeling stretched, feeling hydrated. Right, so now we do this one. Oh no, yeah, this is the this button here. I'll push this over here.
Hey.
Onward.
Hey.
This day just keeps getting worse. Don't worry, Rudy. We're coming for you. I think we just have to wait, right? Oh no. I did the wrong one. Ripperonis. I had a feeling. I was like, wait, was it the one before or after? I couldn't remember. Got distracted. Okay, there we go. I won't lose track of it this time. There we go. Probably should have, yeah. Yep, now we're all good. I wonder if his dad is like the chief of police or something, you know? His dad's looking for him. He ran away because for whatever reason. Here we go. My goodness, how long is this place? Like, where are we going? All right, we got through the tunnel sequence, and now looks like we're in a completely different area. Oh. Use the deer's power. I think I love this game. I think I love this game. Holy moly. They're so adorable. Oh my gosh, our shoes are so loud. My goodness. You're not sneaking anywhere with these things. Nice. I wonder. There's no way you can get over there. Nope. Didn't mean to do that. Trying to figure out how to get the platform to work. And so even if you can get that to work on that side, like, we still have to get over there. So we pulled this all the way over. I wonder if I turn this on and then did the it's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. It doesn't seem to let me push this all the way across. Maybe I can push it over here. Maybe that's what it's for, instead of like trying to go that way, or go this way. There we go. I wonder if there's any additional like bonus or anything for getting rid of all of it. Doesn't seem like it, but I felt like there might be something down there, so. Not coming down. Maybe it needs this. Doesn't seem like there's anything in here. Maybe we're supposed to go up top. Oh, here we go. Where do I even go? Well, I guess we take this with us. I don't know which way we're supposed to go. I know we're supposed to go in this room, but not really sure what we're supposed to do here. Nothing in there. Did we already go in that vent? I can't remember. I guess not. Maybe that's the way over. There we go. All right, so it has to do with that puzzle downstairs. So it's down, up, down, down. There we go. Oh, and so the door. Well, that's not good. I wonder if I put the box in front of it. If the box could stop it from closing all the way. There we go. All right, here we go. Well, so those just regrow. Wow. So we got out of one tunnel section and essentially ended up in another one with more trains and stuff. Oh no. So maybe not going in there. It seems like this might have been some experiment sort of thing. Like, where are we going? Oh, is he? Can you not get up from here? Ripperonis. Wait, can maybe we can go through this way? And then you can meet us all the way on the other side. So can't get through that part. Yeah, no idea where to go from here. Feel like we're stuck. Wonder if I can go in there. Nope, cannot go in there. So we need to get through that. There we go. I had no idea I could use the light. Oh no. Sludge in the vents? Goodness. Oh, this place is kind of bad. Oh, rip. I didn't even see that spot. Didn't see this one either. Yeah, we're not going to be able to go to make it all the way, but so you could probably make it to like, actually, I don't know. I feel like there is a spot right here. Nice. And there's our little friendo. Where do we go? There we go. Onward. Wow, so that thing literally fell on us. I didn't know there was something up there. Oh, so the sludge is literally everywhere. It's in the pipes, in the water. So I wonder if that's... Oh no. Might have accidentally stepped in it. Now what do we do? Oh, I need this. You want to go this way? Maybe I have to shine it on the...
Hey. Hey.
Hmm. Maybe I keep going. Oh no. Goodness gracious. I didn't even... What even is that thing? There we go.
Oh, oh yeah.
And now we're in a shopping mall of sorts. Or at least it looks like a shopping mall. Friends united yet again. Well, that obviously isn't what you want to see. And now we are out of here. Holy moly, these things are everywhere. Yep, can't jump down there. That is not great. Okay, so I just missed the boxes. I just jumped too far. Oh no. Yeah. I should have seen that coming. I'm surprised you got me. That's unfortunate. Maybe I was supposed to wait for him to distract it. Man, this is intense. We're out of here. Wow, really? That was fast. All right, so it looks like we're back to doing the stealth thing. All right. Interesting. Chat, we're so quiet today. Where is everybody? I'm having a good time with this game. And I hope we can continue. I don't know how long it is. I don't think it's that long. I think it's actually a pretty short game, but we might even be, it feels like we've gotten pretty far since the beginning, but I don't know how much there is left. But it's been fun. It's been fun. It's been a good time. Let's see. All right, well, chat, I guess I'll just end it here for today. Thank you all so much for hanging. For those that are maybe lurking in the background or doing the cozy thing, maybe working, all that good stuff. I appreciate you all being here, and I will see you all in the next one.